Okay, hi everyone, I'm back again. This is my last journal now for a little while. This is a journal I've made for my very first design team project for Meg's Garden. I have so enjoyed working with this kit. It actually kind of took me out of my comfort zone a little bit because, as you can see, it's white and I didn't want to tea stain or coffee stain this kit. I wanted to try and see if I could work with white paper. Kind of failed a little bit, so there is some tea stained papers in here, but the kit itself I have left in its natural form of being white. So Meg sent me a box of goodies, and it was full of laces, some flowers, got some of them here. So I got some things like this in the kit. So I've got plenty to still work with. Let's see if I can just grab the box and flip through a few things that are still in it, because I did get a bit. Right, here we go. So those are some of the flowers. I got some pretty laces. Most of it's I've used. That's some of the ribbon. I've got a bag full of bits and pieces, and I've used some of these beads and things throughout the journal. I got some of this, I'm not sure what it is, and I was actually going to use it to stitch the journal together and actually forgot about it, and it's quite strong, but yeah, so perhaps next one. There's this, so I've still got plenty to play with for next month. Still got some leaves, and there's plenty of flowers. I like this one, this is really cute, and just the different ribbons. So as you can see, I've got still plenty to work with. Some pearls there. The butterfly, I've used those in the journal. I've used this ribbon here. I've used a bit of this thin ribbon. I used pretty much all of this. I loved this. This is so pretty. And I still have this. So quite lovely, and I still have these and that there. So yeah, there's still quite a bit to work with for next month and do something there as well. And I've used a lot of the paper though. I don't have a lot of the paper left, so the kit is white flowers on green, and there you have it there. www.megsgarden.com. Okay, so that's some of the stuff there. It's all my cutouts. So I've got a bit left, but not much, so we'll see how we go and what I'm going to make next month. Might be just some tags, perhaps, I'm not sure just yet. So that's that. So what I did was I've made myself a journal, and I'll probably pop this in my Etsy shop. So the dangle charm I've used, this was in the kit, but that's from my stash. All of that is from Meg's kit. So is that one there, and this one here. And this trim here on the side is from the kit there. So Meg's shop sells that. And this holding the journal closed is from the kit as well, this lace, and it's a stretchy one, so I've used that. I've got some dangle beads on the ends of my paper clips, and those are from Meg's Garden, and the rest is actually from my stash. So that's one of the pages from her kit there. keep smiling because life is a beautiful thing and there's so much to smile about. So I've left that, and it's just got some gauze behind it. I have used a hardback book cover, and I've actually painted this the green, and I've put some gold around the outside. It's an eyelet closure, and it's got the hitch post fastener. Right, so let's have a look, and it's just a single signature I've stitched into here. So it's a beautiful green and whites. So the inside cover, it's the binding there, so it's just a bit of gauze and some muslin there. And this is the altered paper clip, and that's the dangle on the end there. That goes on that page. And then on this side, we've got a tag that I've made. So the image here is from the kit. That's some old music sheet behind here, and I've used the beeswax on the image, some gauze, a bit of sari silk that I stained green, and the leaf and the flower is from the kit. So that's my tag. And then on the back it's got the story begins, and as you can see I've done a lot of sewing. There's a lot of journaling space. I've done a little bit of stamping on the pages. Everything here is from the kit apart from the ticket. So these little cutouts are from her kit. And I fussy cut the fan out. The flower, the butterfly on there is from the kit, and some sari silk here. Try and pick this out of the way, and just made a little envelope out of a book page and decoupaged on there. That's cut out from her kit, from her ephemera pieces. And in here, that's actually from her kit as well, and that just goes in there. Okay, so these little book pages here are the Crafty Irina little book pages, and I've just decoupaged the napkins on there and put some trim. That's from my stash. I made them a little while ago when Crafty Irina first put the tutorials out, so they were sitting there waiting to be used up. So I've just stuck those in here, and just some homemade tags, and that's from the kit that Meg sent to me with the green organza ribbon. I will put all the links in the description box, some decoupaging to Meg's shop for you. And again, that's from her kit. See, white paper, everybody, I did it. White paper. Some vintage ephemera. I like it that way. I think we'll put it back that way. And another tag. So the image is from the kit. I haven't put any beeswax on this one. I've left it in its natural state, and I've done some stamping. There's the trim from her kit, and there's just some gauze on the back, and a lot of sewing there. And this is also from her kit, this green ribbon. I didn't have any of it left. I've used it all in this journal. And these are all from her kit as well, all the cutouts. And I've even left them white too. So it's just the tuck spot there. And the glassine envelope is from A Tattered Dream. And the rose is the cutout from her Meg's kit, and so is that from Meg's kit. Just folds back there. Tag with some stamping, just some seam binding, and this can also be a tuck spot as well, and that's just some cutout from her kit. Some doily with some decoupaging, pocket here, that one there is from Meg's kit, and it's just some vintage ephemera journaling. The flower here, that is from Meg's garden. Isn't it gorgeous? gorgeous, absolutely love it. And in here we've got a tuck spot, and they're from the kit as well. Again, this one, so everything is from Meg's Garden really, apart from some of the vintage ephemera. Some stamping. And this is a large envelope, and that's from Meg's Garden as well. You could actually use, I suppose you could cut that off and whatever, but I've used it as a postcard. That tucks in under there. Beautiful pages, it's gorgeous. And just a book page tuck spot with some decoupaging and some stamping on the tag. And it's just some leftover paper. That's from the front page. I just did a bit of a punch out here and created a pocket. And the vintage ephemera. And I've sewn some old book pages into here and just gessoed on them for extra journaling space. So they're sewn onto this page here. And that's a bit of fabric that I've sewn on. So that's that. And this tag here, it's just got some tracing paper and some decoupaging, and I've sewn that onto the page, and it creates a tuck spot. And some vintage ephemera. So you can tuck something obviously in there. I've left it blank. And that's from Meg's kit there. It's just some vintage postcard, and that's from Tsunami Rose. Doily. Some more of that green trim and the white lace. Some more decoupaging and stamping. That's another page, another paper clip with the dangle on the end. And that's just holding some vintage ephemera. And some more white page. I actually really like the white contrast with the tea stained paper. It's really pretty, I think. Okay, so this here is from Meg's Garden as well. I purchased this last year. I found it in one of the other kits that I have. And it's really, really long strips of straight. I'll see if I've got some. Hang on a minute. Okay, so she sells this pretty doily trim, I guess you could call it. It's in a really big length. I've cut that down, so it's a really long length. I've got plenty of it. So I've using these for pockets and tuck spots and stuff. So that's a bit of that, and that's a cutout from the kit. And then I've just used some of her tickets, and a little journaling card goes in under there. Centre of the signature, so some music sheet paper, and this is where I've used this little trim here. It's a bookmark. So I've used the hidden binding for this one, so you don't see any stitching on the inside there. And I've left these blank. It was getting a little bit big, so I've left them for you to fill up if whoever buys it. So that's been fussy cut out. And I've just made a tag there, so that's from the kit, and also that's from the kit. And they're just sitting there. And the green organza ribbon there is from Meg's Garden as well, and I just did a little bit of a decoupage there with just a vintage stamp. Some more decoupaging. Okay, so that's fussy cut out from the kit, and again that's a tuck spot. A glassine bag from A Tattered Dream, and that's from the kit there. Some of the lace and the tickets. Interruptions all the time. So yeah, journaling cards been backed onto tea stained paper there from the kit, and it's just a bit of a blingy butterfly. And this trim here is actually from my stash. I thought I'd put a bit of pink in there against the green. Some decoupaging on the music sheet and some stamping. And another glassine bag with some decoupaging on there. The tag that I've made sits in there. And just a large tag with some of that school lined paper. And this is from the kit that I got from Meg's Garden as well. Just a little bit of stamping on that one. I like the staining on this page, so lovely. And we have another pocket, and this just folds out like that, so it's got some dumping on it, and then it comes off, and it's just another book page envelope that I've decoupaged, and I've left it empty, and it just sits on there like that. And in the pocket, another paper clip with the dangle charm on it, and another fabric tip in that you see Amity Bloom do. Just that's from the kit, and that's just some leftover tea stained paper, and just have that paper clipped onto there. And this big frame is from the kit as well, and I just stamped that lady image in there. It's one of the Kaisercraft stamps. It's a large tag that I made. The trim is from my stash for this one, and I've left it open behind for another tuck spot as well. This is just the other side of that large envelope, and I stitched around the envelope, and that's another tuck spot in there, and just some stamping. Another one of the Crafty Arena little book page tuck spots from the kit. So you've got a tuck spot there, a tuck spot here. I sewed the top part together, but you can leave them open to give yourself another tuck spot if you so wish, and a tuck spot behind with the tag. Doily with the decoupaging, another glassine bag, just fussy cut that out. And just some vintage ephemera. These are not from Meg's Garden. And this is all this lovely green and white trim. Glassine bag is from A Tattered Dream. And another one of the large tags. And the journaling card. I just got some of that. I went mad with this stamp. I love it. Absolutely love it. I have to get the vintage fine stamp. So, this is another piece of this long stuff. Not sure what you call it. And the leaf is from the kit. All of this is from Meg's Garden, but unfortunately these are not. Just another vintage image there. Another journaling card. And another tag for journaling. The green organza ribbon is from Meg's Garden. Some journaling space, little stamping, it folds out. And then on the last page I've got another one of the Dangle Charm paper clips and another one of the tags that I made, and I have to smell it, I'm not sure. Yep, I've got beeswax on it. Sorry, it smells like honey. I could sit and smell them all day. So I've got a little bit of fabric on here, just some old music sheets, some gauze. I've sewn around everything. And all of these, the butterfly, the leaf and the flower is from Meg's Garden, and that's just a little bit of sari silk on there that I stained with the, I think, isn't it called the Shabby Shutters or something, the green Tim Holtz Distress, I can't think of what the name is, but anyway, and that's the last page there, and the back of the book. So that's my very first design team project for Meg's Garden. So Meg, I hope this gets the tick of approval. I was very nervous. And yeah, so this will go up in my Etsy shop for sale. And I think that's it for me for a while until next month, I think. But we will see if I can get something else in. So anyway, hope you're all having a wonderful time in your craft rooms, because I am back out working, so I'm not in my craft room and I'm very heartbroken. But never mind, that's life. So I will leave it for now. See you later. Bye.